We interrupt this hiatus to bring you my Halloween costume. A Rat Beanie Baby. And I know what you're thinking, Annalie, that says Tiptoe the Mouse. But I know a rat when I see one. I can't be fooled. This is their other mouse. You're telling me that's the same animal? It's not. And they also have a zodiac rat that looks like this. So, I'm gonna do the real rat. And it is a rat. Okay, so let me show you my haul. This is just a plain gray hoodie from Walmart. I think I'm gonna cut it right here, make it a little cropped. I'm gonna dye it. Here's some of the dye I have. It's Rit dye. This one's caramel, and this one's gray, except the gray was a little bit unnecessary. I have a dark brown around here somewhere. I'm gonna use that. I don't know where it is, but I'll find it and I'll use it. Here is a little felt for the ears. I will fold them to make ears. Here's some foam that I'm going to use to make like a skeleton almost, or like the head piece. Here's what the sketch looks like. Alright, so here was the really rough sketch of what I thought would be a good idea. So this is gonna be the hoodie, and I'm gonna use the foam to literally make a head to be on the hood. Like there's freaking onesie kid animal hoodies, but it'll look good. That's just sweatpants. I'm gonna get some more felt and do a heart with a DY, whatever it means, and I'm gonna make it openable, and I'm gonna write a real nice message on there. The back is gonna have a tail. I forgot to do that. But when I crop the hoodie, I'm gonna use the extra fabric to go onto the head, and then I have some more fabric in my closet that I can use to make a tail. Maybe I should make it really long so whenever I go out and people step on it, they'll feel bad. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so as per usual, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm making a paper version of the rat head first to prevent myself from doing too much damage. I was just looking at a picture and trying really hard to understand how the fabric came together to make the rat head. I gave up. I ended up just guessing. All I knew was that I was going to be a rat, so I just really channeled that blind passion into a tangible object that was to be a rat head. At this point, I left to go to work, and I came back. That's why I changed clothes. Just letting you know so you don't get scared. I was proud of my really beautiful rat head, so I decided to commit to the foam. I chose this costume, honestly, because I don't like spending money. It stresses me out. I'd much rather just make myself work on something like 10 hours a day in terrible conditions. I mean, look at me. I'm crouched over on my floor this entire video. Being rat-like comes naturally to me. But in my mind, it just makes more sense than spending $15, $20 on a costume and then just being done with it. I think exploiting myself is just much better, always. I had to also test out the tail, I guess, by walking around with just a strip of scrap fabric hanging out of my pants. And I suppose it was satisfactory enough for me to actually turn it into a tail. Always planning ahead, Annalie. Wonderful job. So here's the crop of the hoodie. I think it turned out really nicely, and the extra on the bottom became the tail. It drags on the ground really nicely. I'm a big fan. And while I was working, I thought it would be a better idea to turn this into a hat sort of thing instead of putting it and attaching it to the top of the pre-existing hoodie, just to make it more authentic and a little more rat-like, I'd say. Let's say if I were to make the hood the head of the rat, then the eyes would be here, and the ears would have to be down here to be accurate to the stuffed animal, which is weird. I feel really stupid, so that means this is a really good idea. Here is the prototype for the hat to go on the hood. I just need to cover it in fabric, and then I can take all the pieces outside and paint them. Another instance of me guessing. I had to rearrange the whole head slightly to more securely glue it, but just enough to where all my previous work was undone. Once again, my coveted planning ahead and productivity. I finished the head. It's all glued up. So now all I have to do is put on the fabric. And here's the thing, I am really lazy and I don't like to spend money or be inconvenienced in any way. So I don't have any more fabric that's the same color as the hoodie, and I don't want to go get more. So I have this old gray shirt that's like pretty much the same color. Yeah, like that's fine. Look at that. That's fine. So I'm just gonna use this. I'll dye it all later. It'll be fine. I'll make it darker if I have to. I'll do what I have to. It's fine. Anything to not go to Joann's like 5 miles away for like 10 minutes and then get like a whole thing of fabric again. Even though it'd be so easy. But it's not easy. It's hard. And along the same vein of me saying I never wanted to inconvenience myself, I told myself I was just gonna hot glue the thing to the head and move on, since it was definitely gonna be secure enough to hold for like a day or two, which is all I needed it for. But did I listen to myself? No. I just decided to sew it. Sew the whole freaking thing, for no reason. It's a rat head, like what other occasion would I have needed a rat head to be durable for? Like Halloween and what else? Like a rat pizza delivery prank video, New York City. Hey, write that down. I couldn't tell you my reasoning for my art decisions. They're an enigma to me too. Anyway, this art decision I was proud of. I used yarn to make a little rat face on the front, all cute and stuffed animal-like. Gave it a little try on, and it was unbelievably starting to come together, and I already looked so beautiful and quite comfy, I will say. But anyway, it was the end of the day, and my head was sleepy, so we went to bed to get ready for painting tomorrow. Mwah. Do you want some? Do you want some? Do you want some? Yay! Do you want some? It was finally colored time, which I had been looking forward to and was just extremely giddy. It's coffee. Coffee. Look. Coffee. Coffee to drink. Starting off caramel. Caramel coffee. Wow, that isn't doing anything. This one's doing a lot. I can't see any freaking thing, so I had to get this lamp out, and now bugs are gonna be everywhere. The things I do for you. Get out! Get out! And then it was morning, and the paint job, I think, turned out perfect. And by perfect, I mean I didn't have to put it through the wash to get off any excess. I love the convenience. Here's the finished paint job. And my tail too. And my hat. I think this looks really good. It smells terrible too, which is perfect. So now all we need to do is do the eyes and the ears and the tags and the other little details, and then I can finally become Rat. I was starting with the ears, which made me really angry because I couldn't understand them. Eventually, I figured out through caveman deducing that the ears are circle-shaped, not semicircle-shaped. Okay? You're welcome, everybody. I also did a really cool thing, I think, for the eyes. Since I didn't have beads that usually make up the eyes of Beanie Babies, I cut out these circles of black felt, sewed it, stuffed it, and made it spherical and bead-shaped. Like, wow, that was magnificent. But looking back on it, I think the real beads were a missed opportunity, because they would have had to been really big and really heavy. So if anyone would say anything offensive to me, I could just take off my head and throw it at them, and it would hurt them a lot. At this point, I was over it. You know an artist don't care no more when they whip out the crazy art. But it's fine. It wasn't gonna fall apart because I already invested so much time sewing the shirt on the head. So it's like a work ethic distribution. I sealed the deal with a death threat in the tag and attached it all together, and I was so excited that I didn't turn on my mic for the next clip. This is the Rat Beanie Baby. Here's the tag. I attached it to the shoulder. I know it's gonna be so annoying. I am extremely late to a party. I think it turned out really nicely. It's not like the most flattering thing ever, but that's not what I was going for. And I'm just gonna have to keep reminding myself that. But it's pretty rat. It's pretty rat. It's pretty beanie. It's pretty baby. Here I am. Here my tail. I'm gonna go slay and spread plague. I lied, I forgot the whiskers.